A very good afternoon. You're watching the midday news on Rajya Sabha television. All the developing news stories at the top of this hour coming up in the next 30 minutes. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor and here are the headlines. Supreme Court orders mediation in Ayodhya title suit. 3-member panel headed by Justice Khalifullah to complete court-monitored mediation proceedings within 8 weeks. Prime Minister Modi addresses the women's self-help groups in Varanasi, lists the government's measures for women empowerment, including permanent commission in armed forces, lays foundation stone of a Kashi Vishwanath corridor. State set for Lok Sabha polls, the BJP parliamentary board to meet today to review poll preparedness. After Congress, Samajwadi Party announces a first list of 6 candidates for Uttar Pradesh. Fields Mulayam Singh from a party stronghold Manpuri. International Women's Day celebrated across the globe. President Kovind, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Modi congratulated daughters of India for equal participation in India's growth story. NARI SHAKTI PURASKAR to be presented today. And after Paraguay visit, Vice President Naidu arrives in Costa Rica for first ever high-level visit from India. Vice President to receive honorary doctorate degree for his contribution to the rule of law, democracy and sustainable development. The biggest story this afternoon, the Supreme Court has ordered mediation into the Ayodhya title suit case. The Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court has appointed a 3-member panel to find a permanent and amicable solution to the dispute. Former Supreme Court Judge Justice Khalifullah will head the panel of mediators in the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid case. Now, other than Justice Khalifullah, the panel comprises a spiritual guru Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and a senior advocate Sri Ram Panchu. The bench directed that the mediation process will be held in Faizabad and should start within 1 week. The court has also ordered the proceedings to be completed in 8 weeks' time. Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi said that the court monitored mediation proceedings are to be confidential. The court has also restrained media from reporting the proceedings. The bench also said that the panel of mediators can co-opt more members in the team, and in case of any difficulty, the chairman will inform the Apex Court Registry about it.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर तौर से ये मैटर मीडिएशन को भेजा है। जस्टिस कलीफुल्ला जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रिटायर्ड जज हैं वो मीडिएशन के चेयरमैन रहेंगे। श्री श्री रविशंकर जो एक सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता हैं वो इस मैटर में मीडिएशन रहेंगे और जस्टिस पंचू इस मैटर में मीडिएशन रहेंगे। ये मामला फैजाबाद में होगा। 8 हफ्ते के अंदर मीडिएटर को अपनी रिपोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने सबमिट करनी है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर तौर से मीडिया को मना किया है, मीडिया इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और प्रिंट दोनों को इस मैटर की रिपोर्टिंग करने से।
And our colleague Ravindra Singh Shoran is now joining us for more details on this story. Ravindra, so the decades-old Ram Janmabhoomi dispute will now be settled through mediation. A 3-member mediation committee would meet all the petitioners in Faizabad in Uttar Pradesh. Tell us more.
Yes, Aishwarya. Today the Supreme Court has ordered that the mediation proceedings will going to start in 1 week's time. And the mediation panel which has been constituted, which include the chairperson of the mediation panel, Justice Khalifullah, senior advocate Panchu and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, these will be the 3 members of the panel which is going to hear different petitioners who has approached the Supreme Court in the decades-long Ayodhya Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi case. The Supreme Court has also mentioned that within the 4 weeks' time, the panel has to give its report. They have to submit the proceedings report. The proceedings of this panel should be confidential, and media has also been restrained to report about the proceedings going on in the mediation. See, the mediation process, Aishwarya, the mediation is only the negotiations.
Okay.
All the parties which are petitioner in the Supreme Court, they will be asked to come to sit across the table, and then the mediators, which is the mediators panel, they will try to amicably solve this issue, which is a decade long, now going in the Supreme Court and has a legal history of more than 60 years. Negotiations means when the amicable settlement has been done. Suppose the panel will be able to successfully solve the issue. In that case, the panel, with the concurrence of all the petitioner, can also decide that no petitioner will further go in the litigation in any of the court in the same matter if this whole mediation will be solved amicably.
All right.
If this will not be able to help, if the mediation process, suppose, will fail, in that case, the whole process will start in the Supreme Court. Justice Kalifulla-led mediation panel will give its report, and then Supreme Court will decide further course of action.
All right. So the top court, remember, has been in favor of mediation despite the disapproval of most of the parties concerned. And today it has said that the mediation process would happen. Thank you so much, Ravindra, for all those updates there. And a 3-member mediation committee now has been given 1 month, and after which a report has to be submitted to the court. Let's get to some other news now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that his government is fully committed to women empowerment. Addressing the women self-help groups at the National Women Livelihood Meet on Women's Day today, Prime Minister Modi said that the government is running several schemes to protect and empower women. Prime Minister Modi said that the government is trying to ensure that women in both rural and urban areas get ample opportunities to work. He also said that the government increased the maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. He added that the government also decided to offer permanent commission to women in some areas in the armed forces.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस के इस अवसर पर मैं आप सभी को, देश की हर बेटी को, हर बहन को, हर माता को नमन करता हूं। आप सभी नए भारत के निर्माण में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। आपकी सक्रिय भागीदारी और आशीर्वाद नए भारत के नए संस्कार गढ़ने में बहुत अहम है।
And Prime Minister Modi also laid the foundation stone of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor in his Lok Sabha constituency Varanasi today. The corridor will connect Ganga Ghat with Baba Vishwanath temple. The project also includes a beautification of the temple. Addressing a gathering in Varanasi, PM Modi said that the temple corridor will be a role model for all temples and their safety and security. And speaking about the beautification project, PM Modi said that this is Mukti for Kashi Vishwanath Dham, which was surrounded with encroachment. Also attacking the previous governments in Uttar Pradesh, PM Modi said that non-cooperation by the Samajwadi Party government in the state was responsible for the delay. He said the developmental projects took place after Yogi Adityanath was made the chief minister.
एक सपना था और आप देख रहे हैं यहां जो मॉडल रखा है और ये फिल्म में जो आप देख रहे हैं, अब मां गंगा के साथ भोले बाबा का सीधा संबंध जोड़ दिया है। गंगा से हम सीधे स्नान करके भोले बाबा के चरणों में आकर के सर झुका सकते हैं। ये काशी विश्वनाथ महादेव, ये भोले बाबा का स्थान करोड़ों करोड़ों देशवासियों की आस्था का स्थान है। लोग काशी आते हैं, उसका मूल कारण काशी विश्वनाथ महादेव के प्रति अपार श्रद्धा है।
And after Varanasi, Prime Minister Modi will launch industrial and infrastructure projects worth 65,000 crore rupees in Kanpur. Now this including the groundbreaking ceremony for Kanpur Metro Rail Network. PM Modi will also lay the foundation stone for Agra Metro and will flag off the second phase of the Lucknow Metro via video link. And on the last leg of his day-long visit, PM Modi will launch civilian flight operations from Hindon Air Base in Ghaziabad. Now, this is after Indian Air Force permitted the use of the airbase for civilian flights under the Regional Air Connectivity Scheme, UDAN. He will also inaugurate Delhi Metro's Red Line, the 9.4-kilometer-long Dilshad Garden new bus adda section. PM Modi will also lay the foundation stone for the Delhi-Meerut Rapid Rail Project, the first corridor of the regional rapid transit system. And on International Women's Day, President Ramnath Kovind has extended greetings of the day to women in India as well as across the world. He said that women are the sheet anchors of society and inspiration for their families and also for our nation. President Kovind stressed on gender equality of opportunity for every woman and every girl child. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said that women are central to achieving the objective of inclusive, equitable and sustainable development. He also said that women empowerment should be a global agenda. He added that social, economic and political empowerment of women must get top priority. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also greeted the nation by saluting the indomitable Nari Shakti. He said that every Indian is proud of the stupendous accomplishments of women in various spheres.
यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता। आज हमारी नारी शक्ति ने अपने कार्यों से आत्मबल और आत्मविश्वास का परिचय दिया है, स्वयं को आत्मनिर्भर बनाया है। उन्होंने खुद को तो आगे बढ़ाया ही है, साथ ही देश और समाज को भी आगे बढ़ाने और एक नए मुकाम पर ले जाने का काम किया। आखिर हमारा न्यू इंडिया का सपना यही तो है, जहां नारी सशक्त हो, सबल हो, देश के समग्र विकास में बराबर की भागीदार हो। आज हम महिला विकास से आगे महिला के नेतृत्व में विकास की बात कर रहे हैं।
And Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi also congratulated women across the globe. She reiterated that several effective steps have been taken by the government for the protection, empowerment, employment and development of women in the country. And President Ramnath Kovind will present the highest civilian honor for women, the Nari Shakti Puraskar 2018 today at Rashtrapati Bhavan. To acknowledge women's achievements, Ministry of Women and Child Development confers the Nari Shakti Puraskar on women and institutions in recognition of their relentless service towards the cause of women empowerment and social welfare. This year, 44 awardees have been selected out of over 1,000 nominations that were received. This year, the Nari Shakti Puraskar has also been awarded to a one-stop center and also to a state which has shown exceptional progress in improving child sex ratio at birth under the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme. And as the world is celebrating International Women's Day today, many airlines have decided to mark the occasion in their own special way by operating all-women crew flights and also promising complimentary upgrades to women passengers. Taking the lead is the national carrier Air India, which is operating 12 international flights and over 40 domestic flights with all-women crew. Alliance Air, the regional arm of Air India, is also taking to the skies in one of its aircrafts with an all-women crew, and cultural programs are also being organized at the airline offices to mark the occasion. Private airlines like Jet Airways, SpiceJet and Go Air are also operating all-women's crew and also offering gifts and complimentary upgrades to the women passengers today. In midday news, we'll take a very short break. Stay tuned. News and updates continue on the other side.
Enter the majestic forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan and you'll come across the Jaipur column. A gift to the Viceroy from Savai Madho Singh, the Maharaja of Jaipur, to commemorate the creation of the new capital. The 145-meter high column is crowned with 6 pointed crystal stars on a bronze lotus, and inside the stone shaft runs a steel tube which weighs a little more than 5 tons. The base of the column has text conceived by Lord Irwin and Sir Edwin Lutyens inscribed on it.
Welcome back after the break. Now, starting off is the second leg of the two-nation tour. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu arrived in San Jose in Costa Rica today. Upon his arrival, Vice President Naidu addressed the India-Costa Rica Business Forum. He spoke exclusively on India's growth story and also asked India and Costa Rica business community to explore opportunities. Naidu asked both the nations to explore business opportunities in areas like renewable energy, space research and climate change and intellectual property. Vice President said that Costa Rica could become a significant partner for India, both from the political and commercial point of view. He wanted the Costa Rican authorities to ease the current visa policies and restrictions to allow Indian scientists, engineers and technology experts, as well as academics, doctors and other professionals to regularly visit Costa Rica and share knowledge and expertise.
India is the largest democracy in the world, and we have a successful parliamentary system in our country. India has made significant progress in various fields, especially in those pertaining to high engineering skills and science and technology. With a GDP of US $2.6 trillion, India is today the sixth largest economy in the world, which is growing every year at the robust rate of around 7.5%. In 2008, India became the fourth country in the world to send a vehicle to the moon in the very first attempt. That too at an economical cost of US $60 million. India today manufactures everything from satellite, light combat aircraft, missiles, cars, and other major high-technology industrial products. Although we have an immense population of more than 1330 million, our huge human capital is a national asset. As unlike many other economies, India has one of the youngest populations in the whole world. We also have the third largest pool of technical manpower and experts in the world. All these aspects, coupled with our immense middle-class market of 300 to 350 million persons, institutionalized economic and financial process, fostered under a stable democratic governance system, which are subject to critical review by an independent judiciary and a free and investigating media, positions in India as a unique destination for international trade and business. The way in which India is progressing as far as the reforms are concerned and ease of approvals are concerned. During the last 4.5 years, under the dynamic leadership of the Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, various reforms for facilitating global business and foreign direct investments have also been undertaken in India. As a consequence, during last year itself, India has jumped 23 places to 77th rank in the global ease of doing business countries list. Every day, more and more multinationals are setting up business operations in India. The Government of India's special focus on priority initiatives such as Make in India, Startup India, Digital India. The Prime Minister also gave a simple advice of a MISI-DC, that is MI, Make in India, SI, Skill India, DI, Digital India, CI, Clean India. That is in short called as MISI-DC. It is also attracting worldwide attention.
All right, let's get more updates. Our colleague Rajkamal Rao is joining us from San Jose in Costa Rica. Rajkamal, Vice President Naidu this morning reached Costa Rica, and this is the first high-level visit from India. He also attended the India-Costa Rica Business Forum today. What were the highlights?
Yes, this is the second leg of Vice President's visit to the Latin American country. Today he has reached Costa Rica and has interacted with the business community and outlined India's growth strategy and the reforms undertaken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to increase and invite investments, including reforms such as goods and services tax, Make in India, Skill India and Digital India. And he also outlined how Government of India has been improving the conditions of business, such as ease of doing business, and also informed the gathering about the rating agencies such as Moody's, World Bank and ADB, how they are ranking in India, and also India's status and India's progress to inch towards becoming third largest economy in the world. And Vice President also talked about the cooperation that India requires from Costa Rica and the cooperation that India could give to Costa Rica in fields of agriculture, science and technology, pharmaceutical and generic medicines and many other areas. He will be interacting with the President of Costa Rica tomorrow, and he will be talking on the lines such as space and technology, improving agricultural and machine tools, and increasing cooperation, also on the lines of increasing trade lines.
Right. And also, Vice President is going to receive honorary doctorate degree for his contribution to the rule of law, democracy, sustainable development. Elaborate and tell us more.
Vice President of India will be awarded the honorary doctorate by University for Peace here in Costa Rica's capital, San Jose. The university has been focusing on establishing peace across the globe. They have been conducting studies, offering courses, and have been conducting debates on various parts of the globe, understanding and exploring the possibilities of establishing peace. The university has another significance because the country which has no army and the place, the capital, which runs without the support of army maintaining peace across the coastline, it is a special significance as Honorable Vice President, who is the first highest level dignitary visiting the Caribbean city, San Jose, would be receiving the award for peace, especially in this prestigious town.
All right. Thank you so much, Raj Kamal, for all those updates there from San Jose. And let's get to some other news. The Supreme Court told the Tamil Nadu government that defacement of public places cannot be allowed by political parties with advertisements and slogans. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi asked the Tamil Nadu government to inform within 2 weeks about the steps taken regarding prevention of a defacement of natural resources like hills, mountains, rocks and public places. The Apex Court on 11th of January had issued a notice to the centre and the Tamil Nadu government on a plea seeking to restrain political parties from erecting digital banners on roadsides across the state. The court was hearing a petition filed by a charitable trust in defence of environment and animals, and that had asked why the plea should not be kept open, enabling the Madras High Court to monitor the developments in the case. And now it is time for all the election-related news. The BJP Parliamentary Board is all set to meet today evening to take stock of its poll preparedness and campaign. The meeting will be attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Party President Amit Shah, along with other senior leaders. The BJP top brass will discuss a range of issues and strategize over the party's agenda for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. And a day after the Congress, now the Samajwadi Party also has released its first list of candidates for 6 Lok Sabha seats. And the first name on the SP list is that of party patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav, who will contest from Manpuri again. Party President Akhilesh Yadav has also given tickets to cousin Dharmendra Yadav and Akshay Yadav, sons of Ram Gopal Yadav, and sitting MPs from Badaयूं and Firozabad, respectively. And earlier, the Congress party released its first list of 15 candidates for the Lok Sabha elections on Thursday, finalized at a meeting of the party's Central Election Committee chaired by Rahul Gandhi. The list named 11 candidates from Uttar Pradesh and 4 from Gujarat. The Congress party has fielded UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi from Rai Bareli, putting an end to the speculations that she may not contest due to health reasons. And party president Rahul Gandhi will be contesting from his constituency, Amethi. However, party's newly appointed General Secretary in charge of UP East, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, is not in the list of contestants. Former Union Ministers Salman Khurshid, Jitin Prasad and RPN Singh have been fielded from their traditional seats of Farrukhabad, Dhauraha and Kushinagar, respectively. Remember, Uttar Pradesh has 80 Lok Sabha seats, out of which Congress won just 2 seats, Amethi and Rai Bareli, in 2014. A day after the Congress, Samajwadi Party also has released its first list of candidates for 6 Lok Sabha seats. And the list, of course, names party patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav. All the sporting action, the third one-day international of the 5-match series between India and Australia will start in a short while from now in Ranchi. The men in blue have won the toss and elected to bowl first. India is leading the series 2-0 and another victory will seal the series for the men in blue. But the side has not appeared dominant so far. The first win came by 6 wickets in the 237-run chase, while the second game was even closer. Victory coming in the final over by 8 runs. The match will be played in MS Dhoni's hometown, which could be the last time that the veteran will come out to play in his home ground in an international match, as he is likely to retire after the World Cup. An ace Indian shuttlers Saina Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth have entered the quarter-finals of the All England Badminton Championship. In the women's singles, Saina Nehwal defeated her Danish rival Line Højmark despite losing the first game. She defeated Line 8-21, 21-16, 21-13 in the second round. She will next face Tai Tzu Ying of Taiwan in the quarterfinals. And in the men's singles, Kidambi Srikanth stormed into the quarterfinals after defeating Asian Games 2018 gold medalist Jonathan Christie of Indonesia in a 58 minutes long match. And with the win, he also levelled their head-to-head record to 3-all and will next face world number 1, Kento Momota of Japan today. And that's the wrap on this edition of Midday News. Thanks for watching.